What's up? This is Nergal from Behemoth, and you are watching Behemoth-X, the blackest of all magic. Us above, so below. Hail Satan.
And you bring me to my knees again. All the times that I could beg you, please, in vain. All the times and I felt insecure for you, and I leave my burdens at the door. But I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. I can see through you, see your true colors. 'Cause inside you're ugly like rain. I can see through you, see to the real you. Times that I felt like this won't end. It's for you, and I taste what I could never have. It was from you all the time. I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. I can see through you, see your true colors. 'Cause inside you're ugly like rain. I can see through you, see to the real you. All this wasted I'm looking in, I can see through you, see your true colors. Inside you're ugly like me. I can see through you, see to the real you.
Hello, friends, and welcome to my temple once again. It is so important to keep an open mind when it comes to the left-hand path. I find so many judge other practitioners in their gnosis. It's a downfall of the left-hand path where your spirituality is yours and your conversations, gnosis with the spirit is yours. And once you start sharing it, people will start jumping on you and telling you that you didn't have a real contact, or he never acted that way towards me. I can be very judgmental as well. I am not perfect. I find that there's a lot of practitioners out there that have a different view of their spiritual path and how they look at things. But I keep an open mind, and I think that's really important. If you don't keep an open mind, then you're not going to learn anything. I'm not a 16-year-old boy going on the keyboard and attacking others for what they believe or what they don't believe. I'm not a Christian that jumps on satanic or left-hand path pages like mine and feel the need to spew some Bible curse. I don't go on their page and say, "Hail Satan," because I don't give a fuck and I have nothing to sell. People are so strong on their own views. I have my own path. I like the conversations, the dedication I put myself through with the spirits I work with. I don't mind doing a little bit of research. There's a thing called an armchair occultist. Now, I'm not one. Now, these people will do a lot of research, and they don't do any rituals themselves. and they can come off like a know-it-all. I'm not cutting down these people. I truly believe that they're important to this path. If I need answers, I can ask these people and trust that I'm getting a better answer than probably I could get through me going through a couple grimoires, because they do so much research. Again, I'm not that person. I believe that there is good teachers out there. I think there's a lot of people that talk, and there's a lot of people that do. I am a doer. I would rather sit in ritual or plan a ritual out with an entity I want to work with than just read and read and read and debate with other people to prove how knowledgeable I am and that I know more than you. Again, I'm not against these people. Sometimes I want to debate them. And I realize that it's just a stone meeting a stone. I find also that there are some that haven't had experiences like I have. And because they haven't reached that level and had these outstanding relationships and experiences, that they question those experiences. It's okay to question, but if you don't know, and you never had those experiences, you don't know. It's like this. I tell you that I've seen a UFO. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to question it. Before I seen that UFO, let's say I didn't believe at all in anything that could be outside this planet. And then when I have that experience, or that one experience, it is so strong that right away it changes everything. And then when you try to share that with someone, there's 2 ways or 3 ways. They keep an open mind and listen. They believe you right away, or they denounce you and call you crazy and try to prove that you were not having that experience that you were having. And that's why I tell you it's important to keep an open mind, because you never know what you might learn from somebody, even if you disagree with them. I've been waiting. 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 I've been w Zozo ritual that I did felt like 15 minutes. And when I checked the video, it was an hour and 30 minutes recorded. I should tell you that ritual was very different from any other ritual that I have done. When I started recording, I hit the record button, started prepping, record button went off. Just camera stopped. Full battery, checked it, did it again, did the same thing. So the footage that I collected there, I truly believe Zozo didn't want recorded. I was physically sick after the ritual. It did leave, but it's almost like a humming of the spirit, and I would just get physically sick in moments, and Zozo would remind me that I did work with him. Unholy Spirit, I must ask you to leave. Anyone wanting to work with Zozo, may I recommend not working with him. You don't know what Zozo you're gonna get. He is a unholy entity with many faces. One last gift. And he's a trickster, and he is a trickster big time. It's chaos. Working with Zozo is chaos. So beware if you're going to work with Zozo. And I know there's many that will question Zozo. Is Zozo real? Yes, Zozo is a real force not to reckon with. Yeah, I think that's why I don't go into ritual with Zozo a lot. And I don't know if I really want to go into ritual with him again. How about that? But I am grateful for the experiences that I've had with Zozo. And nobody can take that away from me. I did a small video on my Facebook page, and I was explaining how life-changing it was for me to experience Satan in his true form. How it wasn't just an experience, it was more than that for me. It told me right off the bat that, maybe I am doing things right. Sure, I've heard voices and had paranormal experiences. Sure, I've had visions. But friends, and there will be some practitioners that will try to prove this wrong and say that I was in a dream, or my third eye was open, and my eyes were open, and it was blinding. A color I have never seen before, and it changed my life. It has changed my life, where I will never stop working with Satan. I am actually going to build another altar just for Satan, because I have a few altars here. I have one for Pazuzu. I have one for Lucifer. I have one, a big one, for Azazel. I have one for Belial. And I'm going to have one with Satan. I also have another altar that is just pretty much open, and the spirit that I'm working with at the time, because when I do a ritual, I just don't, okay, let's do a ritual. I work with that spirit, trying to connect and make offerings for about 7 days before I really go in and try to work with that entity. And that's where the dedication comes in, and the time. It does take time. So some will read and some will do. And that's what I have experienced through this path. And I am a doer. I have been called to work with another entity. I will not, like I said, put Satan aside. I will always work with Satan. But this is another demon that I have worked with, but never truly dedicated myself with that demon, and it is Abaddon. I will be talking a lot about Abaddon in the coming months. Like I said, when I do a full dedication, I always, in the back of my mind, assume that it will take 2-3 months. Satan has been almost a year working with Satan strictly. Now, when I say I worked with Satan, I should also let you know that it's not working with Satan every day. I do have my Patreon, Azazel. He is the one that teaches me, guides me. I owe my path where I am today because of Azazel. So I do work with Azazel, and I do make offerings, as I do with Belial and Pazuzu. I will just fire up, like my Pazuzu altar is over there. I fire it up. I know the offerings to make, and I When I say fire it up is incense and a candle, and I just keep that connection going. And the truth is, I haven't sat down and worked with Pazuzu in a few months, like a full ritual. But I'm working with Belial a lot, and I'm working with Zozo a lot, and Lucifer a lot. I don't have a dedicated altar right now with Astaroth. And the truth is, I should, because I work with her a lot. And Astaroth comes to me as a female. Actually, I don't know why I don't have an altar. I should. And maybe that's something I should be looking at. She definitely deserves an altar. She knows that I respect her and I trust her. And out of all the entities I work with, Astaroth seems to be the easiest to work with. She never gives me a hard time. There's no, she doesn't ask for crazy amounts of blood. Just a little bit. She's just, I don't know, a grateful spirit, and she seems to be very pleased every time I ask her for something, or just ask her to be around me. I would definitely recommend somebody working with an entity for the first time to work with Astaroth. That's my recommendation. Lately, maybe the past 6 months, my rituals have been off the charts. I feel that I'm growing stronger with the connections I have. I do believe the more you work, the better connections you have. And I've hit a new plateau in my spirituality where I'm very confident that I'm doing things correctly. If I didn't, I would have to change up things. But I'm not really changing things up. I'm just adding more to my rituals. And the things that maybe I started off with in a ritual, I'm kind of putting aside and maybe reusing it. And that's what you can do as well. Adding new things to your ritual, to change it up, to maybe even making your rite more powerful. I always suggest meditating a few days, maybe off the sigil, before you go into a ritual with an entity. It's so important to have your posture and your focus on that sigil, and your breathing techniques. I am very lucky in this point, and I will share with you that when I go into ritual, I have a clear head. The outside world and what's going on in my life is not in my temple. It is closed off. Maybe problems you could be having financially, or maybe you're having a problem with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. This is important to just destroy before you go in. And that's why meditation is so important. Do not start a ritual if you're not 100% focused on that ritual. It is important to have peace of mind and serenity at that time. If you don't, then don't perform the rites. It could go a little wonky. It could even, to the point, have that entity turn on you, and because the entity will think that you are disrespecting the spirit, and you do not want that. So please, friends, when you go into ritual, it's not a race. Take your time. Take your time. And this is something that I will suggest, and I will hold the poster telling you always don't jump into it. Be patient. The spirits, especially demons, they're definitely worth waiting and working for. And they will see that, and they will respect that. So, just a tip. So, Halloween is coming up, my friends. I will be performing a ritual for myself very late. But before that, I'll be taking out my boys and getting them as much candy as they want. My parents are going to be here giving out candy, so I don't look like a cheap fuck. I don't want anyone egging my house. I love Halloween, as you probably guessed, and I'm assuming most of you love Halloween. Love watching horror movies on that evening. It's going to be a very great night for me. And again, the ritual that I am performing is for myself. And I can't tell you what the ritual's for. Just know that I'm selfish, and I like to do things for me as well for other people, clients. I want to thank you for joining me, and I want everybody to have a very powerful and blessed Halloween. Hail, my friends, and protect your kingdom.